My sister, my brother, I'm going to now go into the 7 types of lies. How you will identify he is lying to you. How you will identify she is lying to you. Because there are several of them. And most of the time we dump everything into one. Oh, lie, 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 everybody's lying. No, there are different kinds of lies. Okay? Live from Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful, wonderfully made by God. Welcome to the Big Show. Now I want us to go to the first one. The first one says error. Lying by error. That is lying by mistake. Number 1. Error lie. That is lying by mistake. Me accidentally, like when my when my when my children were young, when they do something and you ask them, come here, who did that? They say, Mommy, it's not me. Then when you do your little investigation and you find out, and then you call them, you say, I thought you said it was you. Mommy, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. Which one was a mistake? Was it when you were telling the lie? Or after you finished telling the lies? So that's the first one. Lying by mistake. Lying accidentally. Maybe you wanted to say, I'm coming, and you said, I'm going. Maybe you wanted to say, I'm gonna give you $100, and accidentally you said, I'm gonna give you $200. It's a lie, but it's a lie by error. It's a lie by mistake. That's number 1. Number 2 is omission. Omission means leaving some relevant parts out. The story is, we went to that nightclub. How would I say? We went to that nightclub. I ate some food. I drank some wine, and then I came home. But because I know if I tell you I went to that place, I went to that nightclub, you wouldn't want me in a nightclub. So I'll say, oh, I went out with my friends and we ate, we drank, and we came home. You see how I omitted the nightclub? That one was conveniently omitted. That is lying by omission. Lying by omission is when you lie, you tell the story, but you leave the relevant part out of it. You know, some of us, we mothers, sometimes we do it, you leave the relevant part. You went to the mall. You went to the mall and you went and bought those shoes. But you know that if you bring those shoes back into that house, your husband will say, Habana, my sister, are you a shoe industry? Every day you go to the mall, you buy shoes. Take it easy now. So what you do is when you come back, they ask you, oh, did you buy anything from the mall? You say, oh, no, I didn't buy. I just stopped at Kroger and bought me some grocery. You bring in the grocery, but the shoes you bought is in the boot of your car in the garage. It's in the boot of your car in the garage, because that is lying by omission. You gave all the information. You went to the mall, you did sightseeing, you saw so many beautiful things. Then you stopped at Kroger and bought some grocery, but the part of buying the shoes was entirely eliminated. And you keep those shoes in the boot of your car in the garage until you see that man go to work. Then you tiptoe. Even you don't let your children see it, because those children, you know, they are blabbermouths. They'll go tell. So what you do is you leave the shoes in the boot, and then when you notice your children are distracted, they are playing, you tiptoe downstairs and go get your shoes and run into your closet and dump it in there, so that when you put it on Sunday, or you're going, your husband says, did you buy a new shoe? I've had this for a long time. Sisters, you know what I'm talking about. Sisters, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, so that is lying by omission. You are lying, you're giving all the information, but you're eliminating the relevant ones that you don't want to give out there. That is number 2, lying by omission. Number 3 says restructuring lying. That is when you take the whole story. You know how you restructure something? You take the whole story like this, and then you restructure it to be like this. This is where you take the whole story and change it into something else. Let me give you an example. Let's say you went out with your friends and you were supposed to be out for maybe 2 hours and then come in and maybe help cook dinner or whatever. And you were there, girls or men, you were there having fun with your men friends and drinking and laughing and, having fun, and you forgot. Now you have, instead of 2 hours, you have stayed, let's say, 6 hours. Now dinner is late. So you stop at McDonald's and grab something for your children. You come home and then they ask you, honey, where have you been? Oh, you don't know what happened today. On my way, my tires busted. I had to stop begging for somebody to help me change my tires. You see, you restructured the whole story. And twist it. And now the man is saying, oh my God, thank God you saw somebody to help you. You have taken the whole story and restructured it into a different story that now they are saying, child, sorry, you have suffered my wife. Oh, you have suffered my husband. Some men too, let's say, how do I say, maybe the men, they told their wives they're going to hang out with their friends and they stayed a little bit too long. Now they are coming back and they're saying, oh, you don't even know. Our friend was just had a nervous breakdown. We were there consoling him. Oh, this man has suffered. They will take this story and restructure it into something. That is the third type of lie. Remember, the first one is lying by error, lying by omission, lying by restructuring the whole story. Restructuring lying, that is changing the whole story into something that benefits you. That's number 3. And then number 4, say denial lie. Denial lie is the one you catch them like this, red-handed, and they're still saying it never happened. It never, with your two, even you be asking yourself, hey, are you sure I am not blind? Because you saw them like this, like kroko, like this, you saw them, and they're telling you, me, that wasn't me. And you're saying, is that not you, Akudo? Oh, no, that's not me. I used to have a twin, but she died. These people, they have what I call PhD in lying. They will tell you, oh, their mom had twins. They are twins. That the twin died. They will make up and that's my cousin that looks like me. When you catch them red-handed, they will still find a way. That is total denial. Whatever you say, whatever you do, get a camera, they will say it's not them. Get a picture, they will say it's photoshopped. Everything you say, lies. They don't believe you. They will lie their way, lie their pants off. They will lie and deny. No matter what you say, you will be there screaming, turning blue, turning red, and they're looking at you. If you're lying, look at me and say it is not true. They will look right into your eyes and say, it's not true. That is lying by denial. No matter what, those people, that's number 4. They lie by denial. They will never accept is the truth. And then number 5 is minimization. That's another kind of lie. This is the one we call small lies. They take the whole story and minimize it. They water it down. They know that if they tell you exactly what happened, you will be upset. So what they do is they minimize it. They reduce it to where they think you will be able to accept lie. What example will I give with that one? They might, maybe you caught them maybe cheating or something, and then they will switch it around and say, oh, I wasn't cheating, the man was doing this. They will find a way. Oh, I went for a work assignment. They will find a way to change the whole story and minimize it, where you yourself will even be saying, oh, really? If it's how it happened, then it's not a big deal. If that's how it happened, then it's not a big deal. I'll let it slide. It's not a big deal. They will minimize it to the lowest. That's the 5th type of lie. And then the 6th type of lie is the one I call the exaggeration. These people, when they tell you a story like this, you will be flying. Lies. From beginning to end, lies. They can exaggerate their story. Sometimes when things happen, you were there when those things happen. But when you hear them tell this story, you'll be asking yourself, hold on. This thing she's saying now, is it not what happened yesterday? I was there. That's not how it happened. Hey, in my country, when we were young, my mother would say, Yitige ya nuti yose, tia crayfish, ya mayo into a soup. That is, they will lie, eh? They will put this. There was, let me tell you guys a story. There was one of my cousins. He came to me. Oh, do you know what happened? Told me this whole story of everything that happened from beginning to end. And I'm like, really? Were you there? He said he was there. He was there. He saw that he was sitting down like this, and this whole thing was happening in front of him. And he was like, really? Oh, I must tell Akudo this thing. I said, okay. So I said, there was somebody I called. I called the person's name. I said, was the person there? Because the person, I had already called that person and asked him, did you go? And that person told me no. Nobody went. Nobody went from my family. Nobody went. So we were not there. I said, okay. So this my cousin now came telling me how he was there, how he saw everything. He was in front like this, sitting down and watching everything. So I now said, let me find out if he's lying. I said, so I called my other cousin. I said, wasn't that my cousin there? He said, oh, my cousin, look at where he's sitting. And my cousin was sitting here. Two of them were watching it. And I started laughing. He said, what's funny? I said, because you are lying. You are lying. My cousin already told me this morning, 30 minutes before I spoke to you, that he was not there. So how did you go sit with my cousin and he said he wasn't there? And nobody from my family went there. He said, hey, I just wanted to entertain you. The people that exaggerate, they exaggerate to entertain you. When they give you 5 naira, they tell the whole world they gave you 5 million. When they give you a plate of food, they tell the whole world they packed food and brought to your house. When they give you a shirt, they will tell the whole world they took you shopping. Because it's all about their ego. It's all about showing off like they have arrived. It's all about, oh, I'm a giver. I give too much. So because of that, they lie and everything, they make it bigger than necessary. They make everything bigger than necessary because they want to impress themselves. They want to impress you. They want to impress whoever is listening. When they have $1 in their pocket, this is for men that, especially for my brothers who wants to maybe strike a woman or chase a woman. They want to make themselves bigger than they are not. Oh, you see that car over there? I have about 7 of them. The car doesn't belong to them. It's their friend's car, or maybe a car they lease. Oh, you know, I have 3-story building like this, about 7 of them in town. I have this, I have me. They want to tell stories that are not real. They want to blow everything out of proportion. That's a lie. Most people think, oh, but it's not a lie now. He's just exaggerating. No, my sister. No, my brother. That's a lie. We have talked about lie by error. We have talked about lie by omission. We have talked about lie by restructuring. We have talked about lie by denial. Excuse me. We have talked about minimization. You minimize the lie. We have talked about exaggeration. You make everything bigger than it's supposed to be. And finally, the last one is lying by fabrication. This is the one that gets me. My sister, brother, come closer. Majority of us fall into this. And if you are a woman or a man that is in this category of fabrication, my sister, before you waka mad, Biko, remove your hands. This is not good. These sisters or these brothers, some of them I know, they can lie. And because they lie so much, you can't trust anything that come out of their mouth. They become the boy that cried wolf, wolf. Because every time they talk, it is made up, fabricated, minimized, error, denial, lies. So now, you don't trust whatever that comes out of their mouth. Whatever they say, you don't trust. Fabrication is when they make up stories that never happened. At all. They sit down and they make up the stories. You see, one thing that scares me with people that fabricate things is that they are very smart. I'm being honest with you. They come up with stories they will tell you, my sister, you will be crying blood. You will be crying. Say, child, your sister has suffered. Chai, my sister has suffered though. Lies. From beginning to end, lies. They will make up story even with their own health. They will tell you that something is wrong with them when nothing is wrong with them. They will make up story even with their own money. Oh my goodness, they make up story for fabricate story. You know how you start something from the scratch. They start it from the scratch and then they build up this whole mountain of lies. Like build a house with cards, all lies. That is the seventh kind of lie, fabrication. For example, let us say you went to the mall. And like I used the same story before, I went to the mall. I bought some shoes. I went to the food court. I ate. And then I stopped at Kroger. I did some grocery and I came home. I lied by omission. I didn't put that I bought shoes. I lied by error. Instead of saying I went by 4 o'clock, I said I went by 6 o'clock. That's by error. Then I restructured the story by saying I did not go to the mall because nobody wants me to be in the mall. So I lied and said, oh, I went to a shopping plaza. You see, but there is an atom of truth. Even though I'm changing, I'm minimizing, I'm trying to restructure, I'm trying to make an error, I'm trying to omit some, but at least the truth is I went out today. The truth is that I bought shoes today. The truth is that I ate at the food court. The truth is that I stopped at Kroger. The truth is that I bought some grocery. The final truth is that I came home. That I omitted some part of this story and left some part, exaggerated some part. Instead of saying I bought shoe, I said I bought clothes for my children to make it look more real and whatever. They are all lies. But now, fabrication is when 6 of these things never happened. You were in your room, sleeping on your bed, watching TV, and then picks up the phone. Picks up the phone and calls your sister, or calls your brother, or calls your mom, or call your auntie or your colleague. You just call these people. They did not call you. They did not call you. They did not ask you any question. At least with the other ones, somebody asked you, where did you go today? So you now started your lie by omission, lie by error, lie by denial, restructuring, minimizing, exaggerating. Now you are not trying to do what? Remember the reason. Either protect yourself, protect your image. You don't want to avoid, you want to avoid conflict. You don't want to start trouble. You don't want, that's why you're doing, not an excuse. Listen to me, it's not an excuse to lie. But like I said before, that's it. But fabrication means you are on your bed, in your nightgown. Nobody called you. Nobody asked you any question. You picked up your phone by yourself. You picked up your phone, dialed your sister, dialed your brother, dialed your cousin, your husband, your wife, your niece, your nephew, whoever you dialed, and then start telling them, guess what? You will not believe it, Akudo. Right now, I just landed in Paris. Oh my God! Oh, Paris is so beautiful. I flew in last night, and what do you want me to buy for you for a souvenir? Well, I'll get you some T-shirts, and oh my God! Hold on a second, Akudo. Hold on a second. Hey, get the food over here. Yes, I want to get the fish and the Alfredo chicken. Okay. Yeah, yes, I could. Oh, I was just talking to the waiter to get me my food. It is so beautiful. Hey, my sister, this never happened though. She's in her bed though. In her bedroom, oh. Never happened. That's the ones that scare me. Those are the ones that scare me. These people that just make up stories. Nobody asked you. Nobody is inquiring from you. Nobody is investigating you. People are in their homes resting, and you're taking your phone, or you're going to go visit them, and then create this lie and give it to them. And just create this big old story about what you're going through, or what happened to you, or where you are. Never happened. Chineke me, my sister, why? My brother, why? What do you gain? The only answer that I have come to is low self-esteem. You want so much to be accepted that you have to go out of your way to make up stories just to give yourself a sense of belonging.